First John chapter 2, verse 18. Children, it is the last hour, and as you have heard, the Antichrist is coming. So now many Antichrists have come. Therefore we know that this is the last hour.
On the sixth day, God made all of us. God said we need leaders who can unite rather than divide, who stand on morals and values, and who don't idolize dictators and bullies. God said I need someone to protect consumers and farmers from corporate greed, workers from wage theft, students from crushing debt, homeowners from discriminatory lending, seniors from overpriced medicine, and loved ones from gun violence. God said I need someone with arms strong enough to protect the planet, strong enough to fight monstrous evils spreading across the globe. God said I need someone willing to give their whole life in service. And so President Biden answered the call. God made us all. Together, we make our democracy strong. Thank God we chose a faithful president who doesn't worship himself, nor undermine the Constitution he swore to uphold. For such a time as this, we pray to God what is true in our hearts. 4 more years.
No, that is not from the Babylon Bee. That is not a Saturday Night Live skit. That is an actual campaign ad that was just released by a far-left pseudo-religious organization called Faith Forward. It has got to be the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. There is not one shred of truth in there talking about uniting the country, not worshiping dictators, spending his life in service of the people. Bullshit. God. Folks, this is the crap that we are up against. This is the demise of the country. This is, in human form, in Joe Biden's body, the Antichrist. There's no other way you could possibly look at this. Anybody that supports this guy has a one-way ticket straight to hell. To come up with and support an ad such as this, full of the lies that are in there, stating how everything he's doing is for the people, not anywhere close. Like every other Democrat in Washington, and a lot of Republicans, rhinos at least, they are only out for themselves. They are uber narcissists, uber selfish. They could care less about anybody. Think I'm kidding? When's the last time you heard Laken Riley's name mentioned? Heard George Floyd's, what? Hundreds of times? Thousands of times? Murals painted all over the place? Renaming streets after George Floyd? A counterfeiter drug addict. Okay. Laken Riley? No. Biden won't even mention her name. Chuck Schumer won't mention her name. They voted down in Congress the Laken Riley Act. When you look at the end of the world, some people say it's coming Monday with the eclipse we're going to have. You can't prep for that. When God finally decides the world is done, there ain't no saving ourselves. I don't care how much food we have. I don't care how many rounds of ammunition we have, how many solar generators we have, how much water we have stored, etc., etc., etc. None of that will matter when God decides we're done. That's it. Other than God making a decision, the rest of us can save ourselves, at least in human form. Saving our soul, hopefully you've already done that, okay? Joe Biden has sold his soul. There's no question about that. He's trying to sell yours. In Biden's mind, he is taking his marching orders from Xi Jinping. You guys know that, okay? Biden is so far into the pocket of China, it's unbelievable. They control everything he does. And remember what goes on in China. The public, the peasants, if you will, anybody that's not in the political family, is required to worship Xi Jinping as a god, which is exactly what Joe Biden wants done in the United States. No, never going to happen. We have an obligation. I mean, this is put up 3 days after Biden spits on the Bible, spits on Christians. This is a man who claims he's a devout Catholic, yet is more of a cafeteria Catholic. He picks and chooses what is right for him in the Bible. No. The Bible isn't up for discussion as to what is right and wrong. It's not like, well, I don't agree with this one. No. You know, abortion, men sleeping with men, things like that are mentioned in the Bible. Joe agrees with them. The Bible prohibits them. A cafeteria Catholic. By no means is Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, Adam Schiff, Chuck Schumer, Jerry Nadler, AOC, any of these Satanists, the future of our country. They are the demise of civilization. You look at our choice that we have coming up 6 months from now. It is definitively a choice between good and evil. Not great and evil, good and evil. Trump is not a perfect man. Nobody ever said he was. He's never claimed to be. But Biden most definitely is the epitome of evil. Pinball out.